want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. Man took the life of a 21-year-old Dallas woman because he was angry that she won a pickup game of basketball. First responders found Asia Womack on the sidewalk in South Dallas with multiple wounds on Monday evening. She later passed that evening in a local hospital. Womack's family stated that though the police investigation is still ongoing, they believe that she recently played a pickup game of basketball at the TG Terry Park against a man allegedly that took her life. Quote, "This is so senseless. You become embarrassed basically because a female beat you in basketball." The family stated that Womack won the game. Then the shooter, who they say knew her, took his children and brother home before coming back to the park and taking the life of Womack, injuring her 5 times as she was walking home. Quote, "This was supposed to be a friend of Asia's. She's eaten with this man, fed this man, and he turned on her and took her life in this vicious way." Dallas authorities also stated that there is a warrant out for the arrest of the alleged shooter, but will not confirm their name. "If you know where he is or his whereabouts are, please turn him in." And that was stated by Asia Womack's mother. According to a friend that is close to her, Womack was a talented basketball player. She played for her high school team in Dallas. Quote, "Asia loved basketball to the point where she ended up losing her life doing what she loved." At a vigil for Womack held in the park on Friday and live streamed on Facebook, an attendee stated that Womack attended Texas A&M University and received a scholarship to play basketball. Quote, "It is unfortunate that this happened. It's a tragedy. She had her whole life ahead of her. She received a scholarship to play basketball, and she was good at what she did. But unfortunately, she lost her life because of it." At the vigil, Womack's friends and family said prayers, released balloons into the sky, and wore t-shirts adorned with her name and photograph. Womack's aunt, Juanita Smith, stated that she was finding it hard to comprehend why someone would do this to her niece. Quote, "We're taking it kind of hard because it was senseless. I just don't understand why you would take the life of somebody over a basketball game. I believe in forgiveness, but justice needs to be served." Aaliyah Womack, Womack's sister, wants justice for her sister and stated that it's hard because it's my only sister. I want to start off by saying my condolences to the Womack family. This is something that should have never happened at all. And this is coming from a guy who played basketball with girls slash women before. And I never took no issue any type of way, never felt no type of way about it. Because at the end of the day, basketball is about if you have skill, if you are good, then it's going to show. If you suck, if you have no skill, if you don't got no ability, then that's going to show because somebody is better. The holes that you have in your abilities to be able to play is going to sit up there and show. And obviously, she had that ability. How do we know this? Because she got a scholarship to play at A&M University. She got a scholarship to play, while this bum is sitting up there just playing pickup games. He don't got no scholarship to go to no college. More than likely, he never even went to college. Not even interested in college. Nobody was trying to scout him out, not trying to see none of that. Like I said, he's going to be one of those fairy tale dudes that was going to be on the streets like, "Yo, young blood, let me tell you, when I was your age, I used to run these courts, man. We used to be sitting up there running game after game after game. Nobody could sit up there and see me. I had the jump shot. I had defense. Nobody could get past me. I was a rebound king, right?" But that's all that he basically has. That court, right? That's where all of his his greatest moments in life, where everything would have innocence came from, right? Versus Miss Womack, her greatest moments would have been in college. She could have potentially led her team to championships, or better yet, she could have potentially done so well that people could have tried to pick her from that school and then bring her to another school, because things like that do transpire and take place. But all of these are what ifs. All of these are complete unknowns due to the fact that this black man decided that, yo, you clowning me out here, yo, you making me, look, some type of way. I got to sit up there and handle this. This is the main thing that I stated to people before. At the end of the day, if you are a man and you get emotional like this about sports, you're not a man. And I'm just going to sit up there and put it directly that way, because this is not how you act. This is not how you conduct or handle yourself as a man. This is how a child, this is how a boy, this is how a baby who has a tantrum. This is specifically what they do. And then if I go back to the story real quick, let me just make sure. Let me just scroll right back up. Let me see. She was found senseless, basketball, family court. Okay, so it stated that he took his children and his brother home before coming back to the park. So you mean to tell me that you, quote unquote, being a man, you have children? Like I said, they didn't identify if it was just boys or girls or a mixture. So you have children. So you thought about the fact that, you know what, I'm going to sit up there and do this, but I'm not going to allow the kids to basically see this take place. You thought that far. But you didn't think far enough to be like, you know what? I'm going to make an emotional decision that can pretty much change everybody's life for the worse. And I'm wilding right now. I need to calm down and I need to relax and I just need to breathe. I need to just take that L and I just need to get better. But no, that's not what you wanted to do. You wanted to get revenge over something that didn't even need revenging. Out of all of the things that we got black people out here fighting and losing their lives over, this is what you decided to sacrifice yourself for. This is what you decided to give your life over for. And not only that, you also removed, you just made your children be a statistic. And it's like you don't even understand that. The whole complaint is like, yo, black fathers are not in the household, all this other. You were, in a sense, there. Not sure what type of father you are. Obviously, not the best one, because you're for damn sure not the best man. But you sat up there and now just made your children a part of the statistics that everybody talks about. So now, if we're going to go by those statistics, now we have to figure out the potential routes those children are now going to take, because a father, the quote unquote man of the house, is now no longer there. So not only did you do irreparable damage to the Womack family, to Asia's life, right? To her friends and her future, but you just also did the exact same thing to your children, your family, and then the future of your children's children. Like, this is some of the main things that I've talked about and I've gone off in live streams about before, when it deals with black men not knowing how to deal with their emotions by way of the fact that you don't have any or enough black fathers or black male role models in order to help young black boys, mold and figure out and conduct themselves as men. This is why you got so many emotional men out here, because of the lack of actual fathers present. Because if you had more fathers, if you had more men present, you would have more men that would be competent, and that would not be so emotional in their responses, because that's all this is. It's an emotional response. He got emotional because he got embarrassed by a woman, And a lot of dudes out here can't take the fact of getting beat by a woman. And trust me, I know, because ain't nobody going to tell me no difference, because I play Call of Duty. I play games online. So I hear men all the time, as soon as they hear that it's a potential girl, woman, whatever it is, they'll automatically start going in because they're taking that L. She sat up there and killed them one too many times and all this other type of, so now all these expletives and different things like that start getting thrown out because you got men out here that don't know how to take an L. And like I said, that's clear cut ridiculous. I realistically don't know how you can realistically try to, in a sense, walk, talk, and act and try to carry yourself as a man or as a father. And this is the type of response emotionally that you have when you get beat by a woman. That's crazy. And whoever's basically sheltering this dude, where they're hiding him away, they need to get the same amount of time that he's about to get. Anybody who knows where this dude is laying his head at night, where he's hiding, who has had cell phone contact with him either by via a voice, text message, voicemail recording, or some other application that you are able to communicate with. All of those people need to be held and made responsible the same way that he's going to be held and made responsible for taking the life of this black woman here, because that's ridiculous. In order to stop a lot of this nonsense from taking place, you need to take away the ability for all of these individuals like this to be able to lay their head and hide. The moment in time that they don't got nowhere to hide, people are going to be thinking, oh, well, I don't got nowhere to lay low. I just sat up there and did this. Maybe it's not maybe I got to calm down. Maybe I got to sit up there and relax, because now they got to think about stuff. Now there is no safety net, so when they mess up, they can't go hide somewhere, they can't go sleep, they can't go lay low. It ain't nowhere this dude realistically should be able to lay low. I don't care if it's men harboring this dude, I don't care if it's women, I don't care if it's a combination of both. Everybody needs to be locked up because they are to be made. Matter of fact, I'll take it to a further extent. If anybody is harboring this dude, they should get more time than what he's going to sit up there and get, because they are an accessory. They know what it is that he sat up there and did. He more than likely sat up there and had conversations with people and told them that he messed up. Like I said, throw all of them away. Throw all of them in prison for harboring this criminal and for allowing him to be able to hide and escape any type of responsibility and accountability when it deals to taking the life of this young black woman who did nothing wrong but be good at basketball, something obviously he wasn't.